Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing, perfect.
Testing.
We
1,
are
2,
rolling.
3.
Yep, we're good. We are 100% good to go. What can I get you, Mr. Will?
Just a cup of tea, be great.
Cup of tea. We've got a few. We've got the wings. We've got Earl Grey. Have you Have you tasted a matcha?
I haven't, but today I will taste any coffee that there is.
Can I get you a glass of water to start?
A glass of water would be great.
All right. So let me just give you a preface in terms of what we're going to do here today. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm sure we'll get into how we know each other a bit later, but just wanted to say thanks. Today's going to be a bit of a roast along.
Nice.
And the first part is really just to understand your palate, whether you have one, how good it is, what kind of coffee you're into, and then we're going to go pick some beans. And then
we're not physically picking beans, are we? Off a tree?
No.
We're selecting beans or picking beans?
Selecting beans.
I can select beans.
And then we're going to go and roast that particular bean.
Great.
To your, I think, flavour type, palate type. And then we're going to go and cup at the end. So
perfect.
Three sections, three parts to this.
It's a trilogy.
It is a trilogy.
Done. Nice. Looking forward to it.
But first thing, I'm going to give you something to start with. Mm-hmm. There's a whiskey version and there's a rum version, and I wanted you to try. Which one would you prefer? I'll
try the whiskey version. These are no alcohol?
Correct.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Any secrets? Open it up.
Just read what's on the can and we'll find out. Hang on.
And if I had my glasses, I would do exactly that, Bart.
Do you want to go get your glasses? No, go get your glasses. Come back. I'll get you some ice. Tell me what you think of that. You're a slow reader.
I'm thinking about every word, Bart.
What do you think?
Very nice. Shake before opening.
Yep.
Pour over.
That's it. Stop. I'll get you. There you go.
Thank you.
What do you think of
that? I can smell whiskey.
Yeah.
I can smell coffee.
Yeah. Is it something you'd buy?
Don't know. I haven't tasted it yet.
It's not something you'd try in the morning though. After a heavy night. Full disclosure, we went out for dinner last night, had a few red wines. I know I'm feeling good, but what do you think of that?
I think it's...
Yeah, I'll try some.
I don't know if it's... It doesn't jump at me, Bart.
Why not? It's a cold brew, right? Single origin in a can.
Yep.
Which means that, there's a shelf life in that can. Has to be chilled. The commercials around it, there's no added preservatives or alcohol or anything in there. It's just a straight single origin cold brew, cold press I should say. and even though it comes off like it smells like whiskey or tastes like whiskey, it's got no alcohol in it. So we know the research that's been done on this can is that, and I guess I'm trying to get more out of you, is would you have that in the morning?
No.
Probably not.
No.
But definitely an afternoon drink, huh?
I'm not sure, but I'd have to.
Yeah.
I haven't tasted anything like it, that's for sure.
Yeah, good. I mean, I wanted to pry. You're a Brisbane boy. You're Merlot through and through. Let me make you an espresso that probably is more closer to your palate. What kind of coffee do you drink normally?
It is stronger rather than weaker.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I wouldn't know how to describe it other than that. But
Yeah. Do you drink a latte? You're a soy latte type of guy, aren't you?
no, only a long black.
Long black.
That's all. Or a short black.
Short black. Yeah, right.
Nothing else.
So, to give you some more perspective on this product, this has been designed or, brought together by a bunch of guys who are ex-military service.
That's great.
So, by the troopers, for the troopers. And I know that there's a bit of a white elephant in the room when it comes to, how are we closing the gap and bringing awareness to the boys and girls that are fighting today. There's a whole piece around, Anzac Day, and we're commemorating people who have died like 100 years ago. What are we doing today? And this is a product that the guys at 25-4 have put together to help, close the gap around the people that are serving for us and dying yesterday. And this is a product that you can just take to the barbecue and feel included, because currently there's really nothing that's non-alcoholic that actually tastes like a whiskey or a rum-based drink. So
nice.
You could take a 6-pack of that to a barbecue and have a few. I'm sure you probably wouldn't smash 6 or 7.
Does this? How does this support our troopers, our people who serve for Australia?
So the people that are getting behind it are the likes of RSL, NRL, and so this will be seeded into the defence. So on a ship, you can walk up and grab that, and it'll probably in a vending machine.
Nice.
So again, it's not entirely proceeds. In terms of proceeds, there aren't. That hasn't been established as yet.
Yep.
We're still trying to find the price point around it, because again, when it comes to specialty coffee is quite expensive from farm to be able to can. So, we're trying to we're competing with the likes of Red Bull and V, which are not natural drinks. And so this is an all natural, a single origin, and it tastes amazing in my view. But it's what we don't understand is the type of person that would probably be the right demo. So we're working in terms of consumer, where that would sit for consumer, but we've got a lot of interest in the defence. I mean, the premise of it is, non-alcohol, all dry environments. So when it comes to doing a long shift, like 11, 12-hour shift, you want to go and smash a tinny. But you can't on a boat when you're working, which means, you can't just walk up and get the same feeling and then crack one and enjoy it. So I think it's a beautiful product.
If I knew definitely 100% part of the proceeds were going to people who have served or their families, I'd be interested in looking again. Okay,
nice, good feedback.
If it's just a commercial venture, I'd probably go, no, it's not my palate.
Yeah, right, okay.
So again, if it's helping people who have made a sacrifice for our country.
Yeah.
I'd be open. I'd look again.
Look again. Nice. Okay, cool. I'll make you. What would you like, an espresso or a long black?
Espresso.
Espresso.
Yep. A really fast one.
I'll get you to move over. Awesome. Let me put that aside. I have gotten us some croissants. Would you like a croissant with your coffee?
I won't at the moment, Bart. I'll just go for coffee.
You would like a coffee, all right.
Give me the best you've got.
We have a few good beans. I've got two that I would like you to taste. So I've got the one from the Black Barty, which we roasted last week on the show with Sally. It's the Ethiopian Jaeger Chef. The Black Barty, which is quite amazing. It's a beautiful short and long black type of coffee. A very clean bean. One of my favourites. So that's the Black Barty, and the other one, which is our famous, which is the green. Well, the green's more. The green Barty is more. It's from El Salvador, and it's the Bourbon varietal. Kind of a spicy, chocolatey flavoured single origin.
That does smell spicier than the black.
Yeah, so this is really spicy, more chocolate flavour. This is a really clean, beautiful. That will probably get you what you're looking for at the moment.
Let's go to the black one.
All right.
Black bean or Black Barty.
The Black Barty from Ethiopia, and it's the Jaeger Chef. I wanted to just pick your brain around the coffee that you buy in Brisbane. You're quite, you have quite, I guess you Brisbane folk seem to want to drink one type of coffee because it's local, and it's kind of the guy that obviously is has released Merlot.
Yeah, Dean Merlot started up his coffee business quite some years ago.
You have a pretty big affiliation with a local roaster, Merlot, and you guys seem to back Merlot quite a bit. Why is that?
I think because I know it's local.
Yep.
And it tastes great.
But you've been buying it for quite a long time, right?
Probably at least 10 years.
Yeah. And I guess it's based on just supporting local, right?
If it didn't taste any good, I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
But it tastes good.
Okay.
In my opinion.
In your opinion. And you put your beans in the freezer, don't you?
No, not anymore.
Ah.
Someone told me not to.
Yeah, right. One thing I will do, I write down every single, every time I roast and I brew, I write down what grind each profile is supposed to be ground at. So the Black Barty, which is this, the profile number 1035 is actually, it's probably now a week old, so just 7 days. So I write down every profile, write down every brew so that it keeps it consistent. But as you know, every bean's different, so it has to be ground differently to be able to obviously.
And you grind it differently for the way the coffee's prepared, be it a French press or whatever. Yeah,
correct. So for this espresso, I'm going to make you a long black, but for this, it needs to be sitting at 10 on the niche. And then I'm just putting in 20 grams. I'm just going to grind it, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, did you know that coffee goes off in about 3 weeks?
No, I didn't know that, Bart.
Which means you shouldn't be buying, a kilo of coffee if you are going to go through it in 3 weeks. So it's best to, get smaller packs to be able to.
So if you bought some in smaller vacuum seal packs and didn't open it, would it be okay when you open it if it was 4 weeks?
Smell that.
That's nice.
The problem is, as soon as you open the bag, it's done. So you can't vacuum coffee.
But if I bought something now and in a vacuum sealed bag and didn't open up for 4 weeks, it'll be okay then?
No, it still would degrade its quality and freshness. What are you smelling there?
I'm going to be making this up, Bart.
Go on.
It smells chocolatey?
Chocolatey. It's a cleaner varietal, so it's more coffee, but you can definitely tell the difference when it's a fresh. Can you smell the difference in terms of freshness?
Compared to a
Merlot.
Merlot's fresh. I buy it ground that day and I drink it quickly.
What do you
But
smell?
can I just say, I get mine ground for a French press, which is a bit coarser than that.
So I guess I just smell freshness, cleanness. Like you just know. Yeah, funny story. Last night when we were out for dinner, we got a corked bottle of red wine, didn't we? And
it tasted okay to me, but
all right. Which is kind of the same, I suppose. Coffee and wine's quite grown in a similar way. Different location, altitude, so forth. But this particular bean, 1200 meters above
sea level,
which is quite a strong profile, like strong caffeine. So the lower, the closer to sea, the stronger, the higher, less, and so more fruity. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get this guy going.
So you're just warming that up, are you?
Yeah, I'm just I'm warming it up. It's going. This machine's quite warm. It's sitting at 90 degrees at the moment, and just gonna make you this. So you're a long black type of man, aren't you?
Normally, 9 times out of 10.
And is there a reason for that?
I just think I like the taste of it without any milk, without any sugar, and I like the taste of it like that.
Yeah.
So why did you tamp that down, Bart?
So it extracts at an even level. I used so there's a bit of science behind it. To stay, I'm going to make you a double. To stay consistent, it's really all about how much, the way you grind, the amount of grams in the cup, the way you tamp, the way you distribute, the way you press, and then extract. So again, your grind has a lot to do with the extraction. So coarser versus finer. So I found the sweet spot for this particular varietal, which is 10 on the niche, and it should bring out a pretty amazing long black for you. And so the degrees is also part of the science. So that there is looking quite good. So trying to aim for 40 grams out in about 23 seconds. So this will definitely has hit the spot. Have a smell of that.
Thank you.
And I'll make you the long black. See,
it looks beautiful on top.
Yeah. And that's perfectly, that there is perfectly degassed as well. So again, what you'll be tasting later on will probably need about 7 days of degas. So I'll just...
So when I smelt the ground coffee bean, I could smell it was a stronger essence than the coffee, and I haven't tasted any yet, but I can't quite smell it as much.
Yeah.
Is that me, or is it the coffee? Or
no, it's just because it's a very clean coffee. So I'll just let me just put that away and get you to drop that for me on there, and I'll make you the long black.
Can I have a sip more or not?
Yeah, go on.
Tastes good.
What can you taste in that?
Are you going to add water to it now?
Yeah.
It seems like such a shame. It was, I'll trust you.
So what did you taste? It's a beautiful clean. Can you actually get any taste out of it, or your palate's a bit worn?
Old.
Old
palate. And this sounds a bit...
Everyone's different.
Pretentious. But I could taste it on the front of my tongue, around that, and it tasted a little creamy.
Yeah. But see how when I'm saying it's full body, sorry, when I'm saying it's smooth and really clean, there's a beautiful balance between the acidity and the sweetness. It's right in the middle, so it's a beautiful clean profile, which means it's not going to give you this extraordinary high. It's a very strong coffee, but it's going to just, make you... So I personally, that particular profile has a touch of blueberry, but it's also very clean, and I think that's where specialty coffee kind of lands.
So when you say clean, can you explain that a fraction more for me, please?
Well balanced, so it's not super chocolatey or super fruity. It's not acidic. Like, when you go and get a double shot espresso from like Italy, and that there's lots of crema and it tastes burnt, it's got that.
I haven't done that, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. So this again, as it cools down, it'll also taste a lot better.
You think it tastes better now that you've added the water than it did before, or tastes better than you say?
I think it'll bring out more of the flavour now, because it's been diluted, where the earlier one is. It's just, there's just preference of how you like your coffee. Some people like, their espresso. Some people like. So hang on. So let me just unpack that. Do you think, when it comes to specialty coffee, would you prefer a short black, or do you like to savour? Like, your style is a long black, you said earlier. I'll make my own. While you tell me, I'm going to make me one. And I'm going to make another one, and I'll make this on a soy latte.
Okay. I honestly don't think I buy and drink coffee and I focus on it a lot. I drink it because I like it while I'm working or reading. So, but I probably don't pay terribly much attention to any finer details, and I don't do any analysis.
Yeah, right.
I just drink it and enjoy it.
Just enjoy it.
Yep.
I think that's a really cool point. So specialty coffee is really expensive, first of all, but also the reason why it's expensive because it's grown in a particular way. I guess we're talking about the champagne of coffee. All our coffee that we've got stored is really expensive. It means that these cups are $7 starting to like $25 because they've got the flavour in them, and there's people out there who are just after a good coffee, who want to use it to get out of bed and get going, and there's other people that want to end a really good meal with a particular taste. And something that we're trying to tap in is, you know, hotels and restaurants, these fine dining restaurants. You know, you get to the end of a beautiful meal, you've spent a lot of money, and then they serve you like a long black that's just a Victoria or a Lavazza. And those guys don't make specialty coffee because of the margins and so forth. It'd be nice to end with a, you know, a certain flavour to end that meal. And, you know, that would be something that would be interested to push, I suppose, around, you know, because we're made to order, there's definitely, I think, a market to be able to, for example, you know, like a Neil Perry's, or you know, to be able to say, hey Bart, this week we've got this amount of covers, or this many covers. Our clientele is this. We know that they're going to want to end with a coffee or long black a certain way, and we know that they're that type of style of customer. So we want to then pair, you know, that end of night dessert coffee.
Let me ask you, Bart. Everyone's got a different palate.
Yep.
Palates, I assume, can change over time, and I assume also that there comes a point where maybe your palate wasn't as good or as refined or as perceptive as it once might be.
Yeah.
Does it?
Well, I think this is the cool part of what we're doing here, is that no one really gets the fact that when it comes to specialty coffee, you can pick and choose what you're tasting. We've got a bean upstairs, is from Don Pepe's, and it's like the champagne of coffee, right? When you make it in a V60 pour over, it tastes like peaches in a cup. Tea like.
What is a V60 pour over?
I'll show you. Let me just do this guy. I'll just make me a coffee. And a V60 is a filter. I think you'd be more suited to V60 over a French press any day. Maybe I've packed that.
I want something easy to wash up.
Yeah, that's the thing with specialty coffee. You know, there is a whole ritual to making it, and when you don't have a machine like this at home, you want it to be very quick. And what we've done recently, I'll just watch this guy. What we've done recently is we've started to have the green Barty from El Salvador in satchels. So we'll give you like a Barty mini, and then we'll give you a pour over satchel, and then you can use that. And so each satchel will then stay for approximately, you know, 3 weeks, but as you pop it, it'll be always fresh. Which is what we've started only like this week. Let me put some milk into that.
Is this normal milk or?
I've got soy.
Soy. Why soy?
I've always been plant-based. I'm just not a massive lactose person, so a massive lactose person, so yeah. Let me just do this guy. What do you think of that? Maybe try that and tell me what you think.
After tasting the espresso, This is a bit
short for words.
bland.
Bit bland.
That tastes nice. If I hadn't tasted the other one, I would have said probably this is really good.
Yep. There you go. So do you rate it? Do you rate it or not?
I've tasted your green. I like your green ahead of your black.
Yeah, right. Okay. That there is also about 7 days old, and you prefer the espresso. The black Barty is beautiful for espresso.
So is this too clean for me? Do I like my coffee dirty?
Yeah, maybe. I think you're more suited to. It's more suited to more flavour in a coffee. So I reckon you're more a chocolatey type of guy, like a dark chocolate type of guy, versus look at that crema. Hang on. There you go. I just like a good. Oh, we're gonna have to go. But yeah, look at that.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's just a good straight, beautiful cup. But our green Barty is extraordinary. There's no doubt about it. That spice, that chocolatey. I mean, it's like a milkshake in a cup. So, but let me show you what I mean by filter. So, see this?
Yes.
That's called an origami. It's a Japanese product. What you do is maybe we hold up. I've got an idea.
What do the Japanese use this for?
So what you do is, I'll tell you. So there's particular coffees that only will work in a filter. It's called a pour over. So you remember, like back in the day when you had those percolators?
Yes.
So this is like a fancy way of percolating. You put a particular ground and a particular varietal in there, and it comes out the bottom. So that, and I think
this is a V60.
Yeah, it's called a V60.
Is it V because of the shape?
Yeah.
And why 60?
I don't know. It's because it makes. I don't know. Good question. So
do I just
essentially you put it on there. Yeah. And so, you know, the thing is, this is like a fancy way of making coffee, right? Which means that you can get just as good coffee over this than what we've just done down there.
And why do you think that's better than my French press?
A lot cleaner, because you get a lot of sediment out of the French press. It's just, again, it's a particular way of making coffee, right?
Yeah.
So there's one coffee that we've got upstairs. It's an Ethiopian. It's a Guji. It's our red Barty. Really strong. Got lots of fruit forward flavors, and I think that's probably going to be something. It's obviously it's an all natural single as well, single origin. And maybe we
give it a go.
Give that a go.
So when you say forward fruit, what do you mean by that?
Okay, so when you coffee spectrum, there's obviously the way you roast it, so really dark or light. A lot of the natural single origins that are fruit forward, you roast them light because you want them to keep their flavour of fruit forward. So a fruity type of bean, which means
when you say fruit, I understand fruit. But when you say forward, what do you mean by that?
So the taste on your palate in the beginning is all about fruit.
Okay.
It's not honey or chocolate, and so the acidity is much higher. So I think the red Barty, I think, is going to be your pick for today. I think
sounds exciting.
It's extraordinary. I think it's like $30 in our store for 150 grams. But again, a specialty coffee. And let's go and get that.
Great, I'll follow you.
That kind of ends this part.
I can stop joking. I can stop being serious now.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. It was killing me.
That's all right, actually. I probably like some. Are you sure you don't want a croissant?
Oh, that's the phone.
Yeah, go get it.
Cheryl. I'll just get Cheryl.